Mario Kart World 3 months later. Welcome back to another Llama 37 production, and it's been about 3 months since Mario Kart World's come out. I have some thoughts. I've matured and grown as a man, just like how this game's matured and grown. Look at me, I'm fish bones now. No more of that burger toad business, okay? This is serious. I'm on a motorcycle now, dude. I gotta show all the 13-year-olds walking home from school that I'm cool, and I'm listening to Gang Gang. Oh, hold on, it kind of looks like I'm cosplaying as the Gang Gang guy. I'm not doing that. That just happened, you know what I mean? Look, he's even doing, like, the mouth movements like him. But yeah, dude, I got this motorcycle now, and I'm gonna strap these big speakers on the back, and I'm gonna listen to very naughty R&B music blaring down the road, and I'm gonna specifically do it at like 3 p.m. when all the high schoolers are walking home. I'm gonna look so cool, bro. Yeah, anyways, I recently played Mario Kart 8. It's really changed my perspective on Mario Kart World. I thought Mario Kart World was bland. Nah, my opinion's been completely shifted. Mario Kart 8 is terrible compared to this game. Mario Kart World is the best Mario Kart game, and I'm not, like, this sounds like Nintendo's about to, like, beat me up or something, but that's not the case. Mario Kart World is an amazing game compared to Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart 8 is so slow, sluggish, there's not enough players. The game sucks compared to this game. Mario Kart World is great. I was sleeping on it. That's kind of why I'm coming back. You know, at the end of Mario Kart World Politics 4, I think I said something along the lines of, oh, I can quit playing the game now. But I genuinely have a reason to come back. I feel like I need to express that I was wrong, okay? And Nintendo definitely is not holding a weapon to my head right now and forcing me to say that, okay? I've probably publicly said that I don't think women should be president. I still almost stand on that. They'd be too biased, bro. They'd be talking about their periods and stuff. You know, Kamala Harris would get up there and just start talking about, oh, man, I'm cramping really bad this morning. So, you know, I sent $6 trillion to Israel. Man, my period cramps are really bad, dude. I need to eat cheese and stuff. Okay, but I think they'd have one great policy. And we all know they do it because they're all feminists and they think men are terrible. They probably first day in office, Kamala would have enacted a policy that I would have loved. She would have allowed all women in a relationship with a man to chain up their man, put him in a basement, and just milk him for all their baby gravy. I would have loved that policy. That's a great policy. Sign me up for that, dude. Say JFK got resurrected and he ran again. He was probably shaping up to be a pretty damn good president. And we could run him against Hillary Clinton. I'd probably vote for Hillary Clinton just because I want to be in the basement, chained up, getting milked at all times. Why are we not voting for women? I want to be milked all the time because that's really all we are to women. We make more people, and that's the only way they need us. You know, they don't need us to, pick up heavy stuff. They can do that. They love doing that. Women love doing all the stuff that men are good at, man. God, dude, women love lugging around Milwaukee drill sets. We all know that's the case. They don't need no man. They're going to build all them Chinese women that probably don't get proper education because it's a terrible country. They're probably taught to, like, cook. I don't even know what's going on over there, bro. Nobody knows what's going on over there. You know what's going on over there? A genocide. Regardless, communism's great, right, guys? The Chinese infrastructure is already terrible. We've seen all these buildings. They collapse like a week after going up. You know, they're huge. They're pieces of crazy architecture. Yeah, they're crazy for a reason. They're not impressive. They are literally going to fall apart like the week after. Anyways, imagine they start letting women do that, bro. While there's scaffolding's just going to start falling, and that already happens because they probably don't care about their workers. They definitely don't have no OSHA. They have WTYD. That's their safety. Work till you die, baby. Work till you die and do it for no money. But yeah, imagine they got women up there building that, bro. It'd be even worse. Well, and I know, like, the two lesbians that are heavy into construction be like, bro, we rip cigs with the best of them. Yeah, I don't know. You know what I mean? That little print in your pants doesn't really classify you as a woman anymore, does it? You know? Your guys' like Christmas wish is to have a bulge. You know what I mean? So, like, do you really count as a woman at that point? Does Brittany Griner, or whatever, the one we traded the terrorist for, the literal Doctor of Death, or whatever we call him, traded a Russian arms dealer for some useless WNBA player that doesn't even like the country. Why did we do that? Keep her over there. If she doesn't like America so much, let her stay in Russia. Anyways, hey, if I was dating her, I'd love for her to put me in her basement with me. But anyways, enough of that. While we're still on the topic, Let me continue to sound like an alt-right member, because that's what you guys think I am because I say jokes. Let me talk about the Ukrainian, and this is more of like a serious topic, to be honest with you. The Ukrainian immigrant that got stabbed in the neck and died. She's running away from the war, and war is brought to her by a man that has 14 prior convictions and is allowed to be free. The left justice systems pride themselves on being politically correct, whatever, blah, blah, blah. You know, they're all about humans. But yet that woman died because the justice system failed her. You know what I mean? We sell this dream of, oh, it's so great over here, come over here. She gets stabbed in the neck because a man with 14 prior convictions is walking free. If you are a member of the left and you think your justice system is doing a good job, you're out of your mind. Stuff like that happens all the time. That's not the first repeat offender. And these people get let out. These homeless people, they're sitting on the streets harassing people. They get put into jail. And then they're like, oh, we just don't want to house them. So therefore, we should just let them into society and let them torment people and kill people. Makes no sense, okay? And there's problems with both sides, okay? But that's a huge problem, dude. We need to crack down on this. And I understand justice reform when it comes to, like, small drug amounts. Yeah, other than that, like, we need to be tougher. We need to set a precedent. To be honest with you, it'd be tough to just bring back, like, public execution and stuff like that really sets a precedent. Obviously crime was way worse back then, but imagine with all this technology we got now and we just started chopping people's heads off in public. I don't think a lot of crime would happen. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think a lot of crime would be squashed. But yeah, the justice system failed that woman. That's terrible. You know, I hope whatever God she believes in, I don't know what Ukrainians believe, probably Christians. For her sake, I hope she goes to wherever she needs to go, because that's terrible. Truly is terrible. The justice system failed her. Anyways, if she would have ran for president, I would love for her to be president. I'm not gonna say why now, but I think she'd make a great president. I think any woman ever would make a great president. I want women to be president. Also, I mean, we're getting towards the middle of the video. I'm joking. All of this is jokes. I know someone's going to stop watching as soon as I say women shouldn't be president or whatever. They're going to comment some stupid shit. Be like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Someone commented the other day, you're not funny anymore because all you do is use other people's jokes. How? The topics I talk about are not, dude, nobody's talking about them. Obviously, the general, like, news ones, yeah. But, like, dude, who else is talking about women milking men in basements? What your problem is I'm not saying, like, as many gay jokes anymore. I don't even say any. I don't find gay jokes really funny anymore. I do them on the short form content because it gets views. I've kind of moved past that, bro. So if I kept making the same exact jokes is what you guys want. You guys want me to talk about Israel and gay people. It just makes no sense. Would you rather me evolve and make different jokes or make the same jokes and, inevitably become like, oh, this guy's a one-trick pony or whatever. Yeah, like the people who would normally click on my videos. You guys are cool. You guys are cool. But like, dude, it just makes zero sense. And even there's people who specifically only watch when there's like a Mario Kart video or like obviously about politics. Like, fuck you, man. Fuck you. You're killing the channel. Good job, bro. Some news that was very unexpected the other day. India, Russia, and China are getting together. That is crazy to see the stink, the twink, and I can't say that one. India's the stink. We know why. I don't even got to explain that one. China's the one word that I can't say now. Hashtag stop Asian hate. Who the was hating on Asians? Russia's the twink because it's a weak ass place, but all the big dominant daddy countries are just attracted to it for some reason. The US wants to be very close. At least Trump does. China wants to be very close with Russia. You know, the actual players in the world want to be close with them for some reason. They're like a second-rate power at this point, bro. Like, dude, they can't even beat Ukraine. And yeah, they're backed by the U.S., blah, 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 whatever. There's no way Russia shouldn't have beat Ukraine by now. Not that I'm advocating for them to beat Ukraine. I think Ukraine should continue to be a free place. And I don't think Russia has any claims to any of their land. But there's no way Russia shouldn't have won already. So that's why I call him the twink. So we got the stink, the twink, and I can't say it. That's a crazy team up. I wasn't seeing that one coming. I thought we were getting closer with India. I think India's kind of, at like the bargaining table right now. I think they're testing the waters. I think they're trying to see who they can get the best deal with. And realistically, if they could strike a deal with China, that is actually the best deal with them. Imagine how much, prosperity that would bring upon the two places. Not that I want that to happen. I want us to be closer with India, because India is probably going to become the new China, unfortunately. Instead of us going into the store and buying cheap Chinese products, it's going to be Indian products now, dude. When you open up your USB adapter or whatever it is, it's going to stink now. I think women milking us in the basement would be peak. would really be peak, dude. God, bro. Imagine that, bro. You wake up, you're in a cage or something, starts banging on the side of the cage. Get up! Get up, piggy! It's time to get milked or whatever. Get up, Cal! And then all you do, you sit there and you just, oh, yeah, that feels so, it feels so good, you know? God damn! For anybody that's made it this far, please consider leaving a like. Really a great way to help the channel. Also, if you want to help the channel more, you could consider becoming a member. But yeah, so we're coming up. Oh no! Oh wait, that's the end of the race? I didn't know that was the end, bro. I was playing that like it was the. Oh man, that's a short end of the race, dude. I was playing that like we were like aiming for the second to last part of the race, man. That stupid ass crab got me. Do you think there's like a group of people in the world that shoves crabs up them? Are there women that, dude? There's gotta be. There's gotta be at least like. Think about it like this, right? There's been at least 5,000 people in history that have done pretty much anything. So there's definitely at least 5 to 10,000 people that have shoved the crab up them. Venezuela, however you pronounce the country, they need to calm down. Okay, and it seems like whatever Trump's been saying about the president or whatever is probably unprompted, but still, bro. Apparently they flew bomber planes. Venezuela, keep in mind, it's Venezuela, flew bomber planes over a U.S. carrier or some battleship the other day. That is a terrible decision. They don't want to do that, bro. They don't want to do that. Just look at the Spanish-American War. We have a lot of success going into that part of the world, man. I wouldn't do that. You know, I just wouldn't do that. If I was Venezuela and I was part of their, they probably don't have, like, I don't know, if they have a Congress or whatever, I think I would kidnap their president and probably just hand him over. I would say, please leave us alone. They don't want to do that. And I'm not saying that, you know, we're right. I don't even know about the situation. All I know is if you're a third world country, you probably should not be flying your 1960s, it's probably some outdated piece of junk over a modern American battleship. That's like an act of war, bro. I'd probably arrest him tomorrow. To be honest, whoever called that shot, they missed, you know? They didn't sink it like Kobe. They didn't sink it like when Kobe didn't take no for an answer. I love that joke, bro. I love that joke. Yeah, I don't know. They gotta get him up out of there, bro. They gotta get rid of him. That ain't smart. Who's gonna buy their bananas? Like, what does Venezuela do for the world other than like gang members? Like, what is the biggest job in Venezuela? It's got to be like gang member. What do they do there? Make bananas? Do they make bananas? They probably just make bananas. That's their whole economy is probably bananas and avocados. How you gonna go to war with the U.S. and all you do is make bananas and gang members? And banana gangs. That's all it is. It's banana gangs, real gangs, bananas, avocados. That's all it is. You cannot go to war with America, bro. Okay? And you sure as hell don't want to go to war with the stink, the twink, and the, you know. But hey, if Venezuela had a female president, maybe I'd consider moving down there. I want to be milked. In a perfect world, women who want to be superior and everything, they would start, like, holding us and, like, burping us and stuff and, like, milking us. They aren't really living up to what they say they deserve. Start, like, you know, start putting a diaper on me and stuff. If you really want to be bigger than me, put a diaper on me and spank me and, you know, milk me. Help me sleep better. Sing songs to me at night. That's all I'm asking for, ladies. Until then, I'm not going to take you serious. You can't be president until you have a candidate that's running on the basis that you're going to start, you know, picking me up and putting me in my crib and stuff. Like, I'm not going to take you serious until you do that. I need you to care for me in every way and chew my food for me and spit at my mouth. I want you to spit in my mouth, ladies. Like, I just don't get it why we're on this whole feminist kick and you guys aren't even living up to it. Start treating me like you own me, please. That's all I want. That's all I'm asking for here. Kamala, please put me in the basement and just me. Please. I want that bad, bro. I want that bad. Give me mushies. Why did it stop? Why is it stopping? Ah, you son of a dude! Oh my god, this stupid big monkey, man. Crap! You know? This is like an epic crap moment, bro. Crap! Dude, somebody call Mr. Beast and tell him to send Chris Tyson down to my house immediately. We should make Chris Tyson president. Have we ever thought about that? Is Chris Tyson turning 35 soon? Oh, man, if he is, he's probably got to quit looking at, you know, inappropriately drawn pictures of younger people. But that's neither here nor there, right? We should make Chris Tyson president soon. But we should probably have it be Chris Tyson. I think Chris Tyson's a great candidate. God, man, I would love to trust trust my country in the hands of Chris Tyson, please, Mr. Beast, please. Dude, don't let Chandler become president, though. I'll be honest with you, Chandler seems like a great guy. He's a terrible person, I guarantee it. He's got all that God stuff going on. He probably wants to, like, execute gay kids. Like, let's keep it a buck. That's probably what Chandler wants to do. If I had to pick one of them, maybe I'll just run another race. I'll probably just quit in the middle of this race anyways. But if we had to pick one of the Mr. Beast crew, it definitely wouldn't be the little gay one. What's his name? Carl. Could not be Carl, because he would be too biased. We'll save Mr. Beast for last. I think he might shape up to be the best one. Chandler, he's going to execute gay kids for even thinking about being gay. Chris Tyson, once again, too far to the left, and he also does not have a good track record when it comes to younger people. Who else is even in? Ian? No. Who's in Mr. Beast? Logan? Who's the one dude that everybody... Colin? Connor? Who's the dude that... Nolan, man. Nolan. Don't let Nolan... I just don't trust it. He's seen as, like, stupid. And apparently his mom's super hot. So there's a conflict of interest there. Everybody's going to be calling for his mom to be president. Nobody's ever going to take him serious, so we can't have Nolan. Chandler's going to execute gay kids. I don't know if I've said that. Probably shouldn't have him in there. Dude, he's going to golf even more than Trump already does, man. Trump golfs more than he is president. And then who do we got left, man? Who else is in the Mr. Beast crew, man? Is Dream? Dream was in a video. Dream definitely cannot be president. He's too damn ugly. So that really leaves us with just Mr. Beast, and he's a moderate, right? He keeps this ragtag group of people that have all these different ideals. He keeps them in check, and he keeps it running. So I think Mr. Beast is a perfect presidential candidate. I think he's perfect. Bro, Mr. Beast probably going to be president. Think about it. He keeps this group of people that are ideologically opposed to one another, and he keeps them together. And they make these videos. And I know Chris Tyson isn't too involved anymore due to the fact that, you know, they may or may not like younger people, which kind of sucks. And I know someone's going to say, oh, there's no, like, actual tying. Yeah, if you like pictures of it, you're probably doing some bad stuff, you know? For God's sakes, do not let one of the Paul brothers be president, bro. If I was president first day, I'd probably enact something that would require the Paul brothers to be in prison for the rest of their lives. They're probably the most terrible celebrity. No, there's pretty bad celebrities. They're probably not the worst. Like, morally, they're probably the worst influencers. They're terrible people. Cannot let Chandler from Mr. Beast become president. He's going to execute gay kids. That's for damn sure. There you go. So, all the people that are going to say I'm alt-right or I'm a terrible person, blah, 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 whatever, blah, blah, blah. You just say offensive stuff now, blah, blah, blah. I love gay people. Hey, so I'm liberal as they come, baby. And I love handing out welfare checks to people, too. You know what I mean? I love my welfare system being taken advantage of by people. I love that. I love giving disability to people that just got too damn. That's right up there, man. That's one of my most important political beliefs. I love people, and I love making, you know, just giving everything to people. I love that. You know, I think Mr. Hands was ahead of his time. Because think about it. Right now, in the business, okay, there's plenty of jokes and there's plenty of women using these abnormally large things. He was ahead of his time, bro. He was ahead of his time. He is a true pioneer. And there's even a whole subgenre of these toys that are shaped like horses. Mr. Hands was simply ahead of his time. He was kind of like Steve Jobs or whatever, Bill Gates. He came up with the idea. I don't know if there was any, you know, horse spladoingadoings on the market before him. I think he started the craze. I don't know who is an example. There's like an NBA player in like the 80s that shot a bunch of threes and everybody thought he was stupid, but he was essentially just Curry before Curry. He's like that, bro. He was doing it before it was big. He started it. Mr. Hands is an admirable person, man. Mr. Hands for president. Can we please bring Mr. Hands back from the dead and make him president, bro? He was a Boeing engineer. He's very well, at this point, you don't got to do much to be the president. You know, you can just call your daughter hot and you're president now. So, you know, I think he's qualified to be a president. He's definitely over 35 now. Can we please bring Mr. Hands back from the dead and make him president? Once again, do not let Chandler from Mr. Beast become president. He's going to execute gay kids. I'm telling you right now, do not let him be president. It is over the day he becomes president. You know what I mean? Half of my audience is going to die if Chandler from Mr. Beast becomes president. Yeah, I indirectly just called you a bunch of gay kids. But still, please, do not let him become president, bro. It's going to be bad. And we're going to have to golf every day. I don't want to golf all the time, man. You know, I'd love to go golfing and talk about how, like, I'm going to reshape the country's economics. And I'm going to buy more Section 8 tomorrow. How many big apartment complexes you buy this week? 4. I'm dragging up the rent, too. Section 8 gonna have to pocket the bill, or they gonna have to get the hell out. Yes, dude. Okay, we're qualifying, baby. We're qualifying. That's what I'm talking about. We're back in the game. Dude, call me, I don't know, Kobe Bryant, because he took advantage of that woman and he got away with it because he's got a lot of money. We're back in the game. That's what I'm trying to say, man. I think it came out a bit weird there, but it's what I was trying to say. I was trying to say we're back in the game. Kobe, game 7. Woman says no. He buckles it up, bro. He gets it ready. He amps it up, dude. The big ticket ain't gonna stop him, baby. Celtics dynasty? Not on my watch. Kobe doesn't take no for an answer. Ain't gonna be no dynasty on my watch. The Celtics tried telling him no. He said, you know I've got a pass. Lakers in 7, baby. Lakers in 7. Dude, they should start putting Viagra in the water sources. Dude, imagine we were just all bricked all the time, bro. That'd be sick. I think it's over. Yeah, it's over. It's over. It's over. It's really over. Maybe if I would have had an item, but of course it got robbed from me. I don't know. Lakers in 7, baby. I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you guys for watching. Please consider liking, subscribing. At least like the video. Really helps. Consider becoming a member. All that. Blah blah blah. Have a good day.